Mary Donnovan is next. Now, I cannot imagine what it must be like to know that someone belonging to you is here, but to not have the first clue where. I also cannot understand how somebody could be so unspeakably cruel as to leave you hanging on that for most of your life. Maybe to capture a piece of what it feels, Mary Donnovan.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Donnovan. I'm intergenerational. I'm very emotional today. My mother, the late Mary Margaret Donnovan, ní Finn. In 1955, my mother was committed through a court order to a reformatory school in Limerick to be detained under the care of the state and the justice as a parolee from the age of 16 to 21. She entered a psychiatric asylum at the age of 16, where she was raped and was trafficked down here in 1957 on the 4th of February, where my older brother was born in the early hours of the 5th of February at 17. She got to run away with him. She got home with him. And a few weeks later, there was a knock on the door of the family home. A wealthy couple arrived for the baby that was born in Bessboro, but my great-grandmother turned them away. A lot of people don't understand the reformatory for girls. There were 2 reformatory schools in Ireland known as boys' schools. We're all very familiar with Letterfrack and Dangan for boys, but everyone forgets about the 2 for the girls. And my mother was one of them, Mary Margaret Finn. In 1958, she got pregnant again and was in a psychiatric asylum again. Was trafficked back down here to Bessboro at the age of 19 and gave birth to my twin siblings, Anne Veronica and Vincent Joseph Finn, who were born on the 24th of March, 1959. The state and church annihilated my family. I am a survivor of the industrial schools myself. I was taken from the family home along with my sister and my brothers and certified and detained into an industrial school until the age of 16. But they extended my order till I was 18. So I spent 17 and a half years of my life in an institution, not knowing anything about my mum's past. In 2015, a year after she died, I know she's guiding me. She's always been guiding me. I looked for her records, and this is how I found out. I did see something in her psychiatric files, but they were calling her schizophrenia, that she was a basket case, she was an unfit mother, she endured thousands and thousands of ECT treatments. She was given the insulin shock therapy, which after I researched is totally against human rights. A total violation of these women. And these women I'm talking about are the women that were brought in under the reformatory court orders. They were under the care of the state, picked up and trafficked wherever they chose to put them. However, Anne Veronica and Vincent Joseph were born here in Bessboro. They died, and we don't know where they're buried. Last August, I buried my last sibling. I am all alone in the Donnovan family. In 2020, during her Magdalene Laundry redress scheme, I fought a hard battle, and I researched her psychiatric records that I got, and I got quite a lot of them actually. She had been in 5 psychiatric asylums, 3 Magdalene Laundries, and Bessboro twice, before she met my father in 1963. However, from being locked up as a 16-year-old little girl because she was pulling her hair out, that's where it all began for her. Institutionalization, medicated until the day she took her last breath in 2014 on the 13th of March. And as I said, I only discovered this in 2020. I contacted St. Finbarr's graveyard. There were no records for the twins. I contacted every kind of graveyard in around the parameters, and no location for Anne and Veronica and Vincent Joseph. So Olin Ring reached out to me, and through Cork City Council checked 17 graveyards and nothing. I believe as family members, we should have some say, as our mother's no longer with us. And for me, I will be Margaret Mary, Anne Veronica, and Vincent Joseph's voices. To me personally also, if we did find them, which is highly unlikely, we don't know where they are, I would like to have them interred with Mom. She carried them, she gave birth to them, and they should be with her. I don't agree to not disturbing this place. This Holocaust can't stay buried. We need to find them. Stop any development. Look at Tune. I was up in Tune last year. They went outside the parameters of that memorial garden. That memorial garden won't be touched for another year and a half. So far, they've found upwards of 80 little white coffins that were buried, where a children's playground was buried over them. Galway County Council, surely they saw these little coffins, but they've continued to cover up Ireland's dark history. This mother and baby home is a crime scene. Who would just toss babies like garbage, just bury them in unmarked areas, thrown aside? Their mothers and mine gave them life. The church and state hid their history. It is up to all of us here today, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, to awaken this Holocaust and find the 923 missing burial locations of these babies. Women's names were changed upon entry into this mother and baby home that I know of, and I'm speaking on behalf of Margaret Mary, my mum. In 1957, when she came in the doors of Bessboro, she was called Dorothea. In 1959, she was known as Eva. All human rights taken from these mothers, including Mum. They were stripped of their names and identities. They were stripped from their families, stripped from their babies, stripped of all their human rights. We have to reclaim their identities by naming the babies, which you have done, and I, from my heart, I so much appreciate what you've done. We have to reclaim their identities by naming the babies, the deceased mothers, at every opportunity until this planning permission is overturned. We need to fight for their rights as one. All should unite as one. The more together, the stronger we fight. United we stand, or if divided, we will fall. Stand up and don't give up the fight. We owe to all in this grounds. My deceased family, gone before me, united together. I hope one day to be united together, as I never got the chance to see both of you, and Veronica and Vincent Joseph, in this life. To Mammy, Daddy, David, Michael, Anne-Marie, Caroline, Martin, DJ. But today is a remembrance for my twin siblings, Anne Veronica, Vincent Joseph. Keep me strong down here to continue to fight to find your location burial and the other 920 Bessboro babies. I miss you all. I want to especially thank Mary Dunleavy Green and Mars Patton O'Connell. I don't know if you're aware, but we undertook a 52-day hunger strike and 52 camp night out in Dublin last September for the rights and support and services for industrial and reformatory school survivors. We held our fight. It nearly cost us our lives. We were abandoned for the last 4 weeks, where we almost died. But all you up there, my family and the others gone before us, kept us alive. We need to fight for the rights of all the missing babies. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.